Hello tubers, Robert 28, 1979. Doing this video again because didn't like the other one. But you can see I've got my bed frame finished up. I got a little bit of gap there. I need to take the screw out, pull it together and tighten it back up. No big deal. And you see gaps, guys, this is not a structural part. All that's going to be is where the plywood attaches in the back little strip, and it's going to have a hinge all the way across, piano hinge, and a 4x8 sheet across here to lift up for the bed to get the storage. These uprights here, which I built this whole framework, but that framework set them in, screwed them into the floor where I wanted them, and then went in with a 2x4, which I'll show you. It's on the back side here. See it right there, underneath the whole front, and another one underneath that back. And the one in the back I did split because I had to take these front pieces off of these first three in order to get that 2x4 in there to fit. So I cut the back, which ain't that big of a deal. It's just gonna have, like I said, a strip of plywood across that back screwed in, 4x8 sheet here cut down to 90 inches. So basically 4 foot by 90 inches. These little uprights, get back here so the sun ain't so bad. These little uprights, I'm gonna put plywood across the whole front. That piece right there in my bed, it looks kind of like this stuff, because I'm not gonna worry about doing this wall all the way down or anything, because I'm building the breakfast nook here. There'll be a built seat here, a seat built here, a tabletop that'll lay down and make another bed. I'm gonna do it all myself, tabletop included. I might change up the Formica on the top of these tabletops here, countertops, because I've got somewhere a big roll of this stuff. It's like 4 or 5 sheets rolled up. It's black, not brown, which I may do a butcher block type style tabletop too. I can go buy wood and do all that myself. But anyway, back to the bed. It's gonna get plywood across the front, and it's gonna get trim across the top and in the front. Just gonna do like a 90 with a bevel on the front of it, just for a little trimmer, because all those are more or less are just to keep the bed mattress from sliding off when you hit the brakes. So, and I thought about putting drawers in these, but I can't do this one because the dinette chair, whatchamacallit, is going to be sitting right here when I build it. And it's going to come from the wall all the way to this, where the strip was at here, all the way out on both sides. Which I might be able to leave that seat to where it'll open half storage and be able to access through, plus lift the bed up to access storage there. I thought about putting drawers in here because I got these little guys. They came out of the previous bed, which was a water bed frame, and I didn't like that. It's too tall, and I might try to utilize 2 of the drawers or something in here. So I'm also going to build that storage compartment above head here, pull that carpet down, all that good fun stuff. So, but that is the actual bed frame. That's what it's going to consist of. And this is just an update of the frame. I'll get an update of the plywood on it and the fascia and all the other stuff when I get it done. I might do a video before I do the front cover and show the plywood, how I'm gonna do that and how I'm gonna hinge it, because I do have a whole bunch of piano hinge from when I used to do woodwork, building little boxes and stuff. So that's what we use on the back for hinges. That piano hinge works great. Gas struts, I'm probably not going to do those on this just yet. I mean, I've got a couple of them, but they're for a back hatch off of a Ford Explorer. I don't know if they're going to be long enough or stout enough to do what I want to do here. So I'll probably just do a kickstand or something that'll plop down and sit on top of the 2x4s here on 2 of them. That way you can get in there, you can access it, do whatever you want to do, rearrange, whole 9 yards, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, Bob's your uncle kind of thing. So, but that is the gist of it right now. So I gotta do some vacuuming, some cleaning, get all the stuff up. And yes, I did pre-drill all my holes everywhere and then screwed down through. So that way, I mean, like that I did, and you see the gap that occurred. So I'll fix that here in a minute. You know, that's not a big deal. That's just to hold those 2x4s in place. So, like I said, the strip of plywood, hinge, plywood, boom, 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 Bob's your uncle. Let's roll. So, I want to get this project done tonight. I want to have it finished up. Might not get the face panel on, but that's fine. I can get it cut and ready, and then notch it around these old seating rails that are made into the side of this bus. Niche around them, cut out around them, so it looks good. And I can come in at an angle with the plywood and set it and right in. And probably brad nail it all on versus screwing it. And I have not screwed these boards into the bottom of the bus yet. I got to drill holes and then drill through the metal floor and then put screws through it. That's how I'm attaching this. I mean, it don't need a whole lot of anchor support really, because it's not going to go anywhere. Not unless you go off a cliff, which don't plan on that to ever happen. But that's what it is. It's 60 inches long to the back side here, or to the front side of this 2x4 to the wall is 60 inches. A full-size mattress will fit, because a full-size mattress is like 59, 58 inches, something like that. It's going to be a little snug, but I want it that way. I can deal with that. And it's going to be 90 inches from the wall to the wall. It's actually 90.5 inches on top, and at the floor it's 91 inches. So the bus sides lean in just a hair, just a tick. So I'm basing it all off of 90 inches is what I'm going to base it off. You'll have a little gap between the plywood and the wall, which is fine. The back part will not. I'll make sure that's snug against the carpet on both sides. But the front pieces it's going to lift up will have to be trimmed off to where it doesn't hit the walls. And it's got to clear these little ridge line right here, if you see it. They stick at about 1/4 inch on both sides. So that's coming next, and then I can get this pile of shit stuff figured out and out of here or whatever. Get the carpet tiles put in, all that good fun jazz, and then be finished with the bed part, and then I can start other projects in this bus. Well, like the cabinet, I may put a shelf up there for now, and I've got sorry, kicking. The guy that did this conversion originally left a template for the sides. Yeah, trying to get around this mattress is a pain in the butt. I'll show you this. It's good for both sides. I mean, it gets you pretty darn close to where it needs to be. You know, it's not quite long enough here, but it'll give you your round, and that's what I need mainly for that back. It'll suck up there pretty nicely. So when I do my back shelf, it'll have a open door here, an open door here, and two in the center that open out. You know, it'll kind of be like a pull out this way, pull out that way. And then these two will be ups. And then I'm going to put the lights, because I showed you in the other video, the light used to be there. I'm going to put lights back in there to illuminate inside that cubby hole. And it's, I believe it's a good use of what is basically wasted space, because it's above the bed. You know, you're going to need headroom, yes, but it'll be bad enough, close enough, out far enough, up high enough. You can lay in the bed, roll over, whatever, and not worry about hitting your head, any of that stuff. So, that thing don't work with it. Shit, it's hot in here. But sorry for the shakiness. Like I said, I'm using my phone. I'm hoping this will play right. Instead of having the streaks down the sides, maybe have a streak across the top and the bottom, and you get a better view. So it's kind of a tester. But anyways, that it is what it is. It's where I'm at, and I will do some more updates here shortly. So comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see y'all guys in the next video. So until then, have a good one.